Thanksgiving is not Thanksgiving without turkey, right? So I am making a turkey roulade with cranberry citrus stuffing and a rich pan gravy. Now, a roulade is anything that's rolled up, and I'm gonna roll up my turkey breast with some stuffing inside, and it's gonna be really pretty. So the first thing I wanna do is make my stuffing, and what I love in my stuffing is dried cranberries. They're sweet and they're tart. So I'm gonna zest up a couple oranges, 4 lemons, and a couple grapefruits. And then I'm gonna put the juice of the oranges in with my cranberries. So let's get zesting. It's gonna be a lot of zest here, and that's gonna add a lot of flavor. The scariest part of Thanksgiving for me is the timing. How do I make sure that everything comes out of the oven at the same time? I think that's probably most everybody's fear. And what I've figured out is the whole thing about Thanksgiving is prep. The more prep you do, the more prepared you are for the actual day. Okay, I've got both of my oranges zested, so now I'm gonna get the juice in there. So the reason I'm hydrating my cranberries is it'll just add more flavor. And now I'm gonna zest my grapefruit. Always being careful not to get the white pith. Okay, let's get these lemons out. All right, zest it away. Now to just get it that much sweeter, just a little bit of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons, and let that sit to the side and get started on my veggies. They're gonna go into my stuffing. So I'm gonna start with 1.5 sticks of butter in a nice hot pan. So the herbs are gonna go in first, sage and thyme, all chopped up so I can infuse that butter with that flavor. All right, onions. Thank goodness grocery stores do this now. They'll pre-chop onions for you. And then the garlic will go on top of that. Just a couple cloves. Once the onions and the garlic and the herb butter starts to mix together, it smells like Thanksgiving. Celery time. I chopped up 5 stalks. A little salt and pepper. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit. I'm gonna put my cranberry mixture right into my cubed white bread, which you can get in big bags in stores this time of year. Now, this may look like a lot of stuffing, but I'm gonna make extra so that I can put it into a casserole dish and put that in the oven too, because that's my favorite. A nice crispy crust on top of my stuffing. Then some broth. Just need 1.5 cups. And then I'm gonna put some eggs in, and that's gonna bind it all together. A couple eggs, so I'll just pour it right in. Gonna chop up my parsley. I like the big leaf parsley, I think it's prettier. And then for the fun part, I'm gonna make this gorgeous stuffing into a turkey roulade. This is a beautiful turkey breast. The bone has been taken out. My butcher pounded it out for me. Let me just give a little salt and pepper to season it. There we go. So let's just get the stuffing onto my turkey breast. Then all I wanna do is pat down my stuffing and get it nice and flat. And leaving some edges on the side so it doesn't fall out. Then just start rolling it up. Tuck in. Now I'm gonna get my twine, just bring it all the way down. So I don't want my turkey roulade to unroulade while it's cooking. So I'm tying it together so it will stay together once it's cooked. I'm using a rack because I want it to cook evenly all around, and I'm gonna use this pan to make my gravy later. So let's get the butter on. We all want a nice crispy skin, right? This way, the heat will go all the way around and hit that skin and get it nice and crispy. Lots of hand washing through all of this process. Okay, now it's time for salt and pepper. I like lots of pepper on my skin. This gorgeous turkey roulade is gonna go into a 350-degree oven that's been preheated for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna put the rest of my stuffing into a casserole dish, pre-buttered. This is only gonna take 30 minutes to cook in the oven, and my turkey's gonna take a lot longer. So all I need to do is put this in the oven 30 minutes before I wanna serve it. I've got my turkey roulade resting, but it needs gravy. So I'm gonna take the pan that my turkey roulade roasted in, and I'm gonna make the gravy in the pan. Right now I'm starting a roux for my gravy. And roux is basically flour and some sort of fat, whether it be oil or butter. And I want all those yummy little bits of my turkey roulade to get into my gravy. I've got some sage and I've got some thyme. Now I'm gonna add a little white wine, and I wanna cook off the alcohol as I deglaze my pan.
Why?
Now I'm gonna get turkey broth in here. About 2 cups. It's really about eyeballing it. Let's get this heated up. A little bit of salt and pepper.
That's a beautiful color, so rich.
That is really starting to smell delicious.
Yeah, this whole house smells like Thanksgiving. Okay, a little bit of cream. I'm gonna start using this to get all of the bits off. Gravy is done. Are you ready to have some turkey roulade?
Yeah.
It has been resting beautifully. I'm gonna slice it up, lay some gravy over it, and then we can all start eating.
Great. Oh, look how pretty it is on the inside.
Well done.
And then a little bit of gravy.
That's delicious, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, I say we eat. You guys, somebody grab the stuffing, somebody grab gratin, and somebody grab the succotash. We can all start eating. Come on, you guys, get in here.
Look at this.
Yum. Plates.
Oh, look how pretty.
So nice.
This looks really delicious, honey.
You wanna
did
grab it, babe?
Great job.
Thank you.
So I'm really testing these recipes out on you guys. You have to like give me your honest to gosh truth,
Oh,
okay?
you know how shy we are about that.
Doing the turkey this way is so much more interesting than having to slice it off the bone. When
It is,
doing
it's fun.
Yeah. Wow, that citrus in the stuffing is terrific.
Isn't that yummy?
Really
It's so surprising and
that was
delicious.
really good.